It's such just political nonsense. It's totally just to get votes. American energy independence. We need to not have these regulations, the Democrats and the regulations. Think about Louisiana. Think about John Bel Edwards as governor. Republican-controlled House, Senate. Doesn't matter. Democrat-controlled, Republican-controlled. Democrats controlled the state for decades and decades and decades up until just a few decades ago. So political parties are irrelevant. My point, Louisiana, we don't care about our state. We're like prostitutes, and the oil and gas companies are like the Johns, and that's just how it is. The oil and gas and chemical industry run Louisiana. The Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality, that's supposed to protect the environment, not stop the oil and gas or chemical industry from operating. Not at all. They're not there to stop them. They're there to regulate them and make sure they follow the law. It's a joke. The Louisiana Department of Environmental Quality is owned by the oil and gas and chemical industry. The oil and gas and chemical industry do whatever they want in Louisiana. That's the reputation around the country, around the world, in oil, gas, chemical field, in that industry. Louisiana, you can do whatever you want. So anyone that thinks for a second like John Bel Edwards, a Democrat, or past Democrats, or some Republicans agreeing because of the environment, that DEQ is strong and Louisiana has over-regulates the oil and gas and chemical industry, and John Bel Edwards Jeff Landry needs to open it up. You don't live in Louisiana, home of Cancer Alley, fish kills, all kind of stuff. The oil and gas chemical industry know when weather conditions are right, we can dump more in the water, we can dump more in the air, we can do whatever we want. They know. And they know when they get busted, they're getting a slap on the wrist, something irrelevant from their friends, from their pals at the Department of Environmental Quality. These people commingle and hang out together. And then if there's something just overt and over the top, like massive fish kill, wildlife being affected, drinking water, oil on the water, chemical sheen, something toxic, then there's a real story, and then there's a major cleanup, and then the Department of Environmental Quality, wink, wink, gives them some little BS fine, and that company's like, some boss yells at him, my God, when you're going to do some illegal dump, you better be smart about it. You can't dump that much. You can't do it under those conditions, whatever. This is Louisiana. Any citizen in Louisiana for a second thinks the oil and gas or chemical industry is being held back in our state and John Bel Edwards needs to unleash it, you are drunk. You are on drugs. You need to go seek help. You need to go to rehab. Your brain doesn't function right. It's the exact opposite. This is a farce. This is a joke. And so is the overall energy independence thing. The United States of America produces about 14 million barrels of oil every day. Saudi Arabia is number 2 at like 10 million. We're like 40% more oil produced every day than Saudi Arabia. 40% more than Saudi Arabia at number 2. Everybody else is so far back. We're like almost double Russia. It's not even close. The United States of America produces more barrels of oil every day, every week, every month, every year for almost a decade straight now, about 7-8 years straight. We're the world leader in producing oil. There's no unleashing America's energy. It's unleashed.